All right, Jaynie made a video last night where she has made herself a victim again. In the beginning of this video, as she's rambling around, she said she's been brought into this. I need to know who brought you in, Jaynie. Who brought you in? But let's dip into, Jaynie, I'm a victim of everything. Ready?
That is perfectly fine with me. But also, a lot of the people who come in my chat don't talk in the chat. They lurk.
Yeah.
And as I said in Mallory's earlier tonight, I like lurkers because they're not a lot of work.
Right.
And she concluded also that lurkers
that's good. Y'all
are really low maintenance.
Very much.
We appreciate that. We know that they're there watching and listening.
Yes, we do.
But we don't have to, accommodate them in chat, which is really cool.
She's going to get back on the subject in a minute.
Who can get off topic and onto different tangents so easily.
Right.
So I love to see people chat
inside
chat. I really do.
I love it.
But most of the time, when I have something that I'm trying to stay on topic, I can't interact with the side chat very well.
Okay.
Because I am so easily distracted.
Shiny balls.
So with that said, I have just gone off on a tangent that has left me not knowing what I was talking about.
Wow, imagine that. Jaynie don't know what you're talking about.
Mallory then did another video. And it's all this talk of pedophiles and CP and all of this stuff. And I myself have been dragged into it.
By who?
You'll not see me.
By who?
Anywhere out there addressing it.
But you're addressing it now, you dumb whore.
It has a really negative effect on me.
It has a negative effect on everyone, except for Holly.
What I heard someone bring up today,
and
I think it was in Bombshell's stream, was that this goes way back to when Amanda Love was around a lot, and she and Stephanie Brown were close.
Yes.
And they mentioned that Amanda had her daughter at the park. And there was a point in time when she was sitting and the camera panned across where she was sitting and playing. And like any little girl, little girls are not aware at that age that there are disgusting, sick people in the world and that they can't sit
like Bombshell and
please.
Holly.
And so little girls, being little girls, often don't worry if their underpants are showing or if their skirt is down far enough.
Okay.
These are things little boys don't worry about either.
Okay.
Not that that it's as common for little boys to be wearing skirts and showing their underpants.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
But, children don't think like that.
Right.
So anyway, back at this time, there was a whole section of people who decided that this was, disgusting behavior for Amanda to put this where people could see it. And
that's true.
And the thing is that Amanda loves her daughter very much.
Of course.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like Amanda and I ever had a conversation
about
that.
You and Amanda Love never had a conversation. Go ahead.
But mothers, by default, I will let them reside in my mind as people who love their children.
Oh, well, thank you, Jaynie. Thank you, baby.
Margie.
Thank you.
So she didn't think anything of it.
Right.
It's her daughter. She loves her daughter. She's proud of her daughter. And I would say that that's the majority of what all mothers do. So anyway, to make that into something else was it really bothered me.
Did it?
That people were stop framing and snapshotting pieces and discussing what it was they were seeing. Were they seeing, the little shorts that were attached to the skirt? Or were they seeing the underwear? Why does it matter? It never mattered. It was disgusting what people were doing with those images. And yes, a lot of the same people who are doing this now were the same people who were doing it then.
Hold up. Jaynie, is your brain so rotted out that you don't remember who did that to Amanda Love? Are you sitting in your little hovel somewhere saying that people who were bringing this shit up now with Holly were the ones doing that to Amanda back then? Is that what you're saying? Because I think the entire community remembers exactly who went after Amanda Love, who passed that around, who blew it up and sent it all around. It was Pam and Ricky from Shoot the Shit, aka The Porch, and it was it was Sam Telfer. Sam Telfer and The Boardroom and Shoot the Shit were the ones having fucking streams about it, left, right, and center. It wasn't any of us. I was in the trenches with Amanda Love fighting this. Are you really that fucking polluted in your brain that you have forgotten who did that? And you're gonna blame it on me or Angela or anything about it? Bitch, you crazy. You crazy.
These are the people who have made it in our society where, you know, most of us are afraid to hug a child.
Oh,
when they're whoa. A child.
So you're saying that Shoot the Shit and Sam in The Boardroom have made it so the whole world can't hug a child. They just can't hug a child. They've made it this way. Shoot the Shit and Sam, because they're the ones that were doing this to Amanda Love. No one else.
By touching them on the shoulder or rubbing their hair or whatever. Our society has turned things that are completely innocent into things that other people, like these sick people.
No. Stop. The sick people were Pam and Ricky from Shoot the Shit and Sam Telfer in The Boardroom. Those people, is that who you're talking about? Because I am going to beg anybody listening to this, go find it where I uploaded, blew up, passed around Amanda Love's child's photograph. It didn't happen. But you can go see where Sam did it and Pam and Ricky did it. So girl, you'd have got me fucking, I'm speechless.
You turn into something disgusting. Hey, a rice chicken.
Hey, a rice
Blue Ridge. Hi, Brooke. Yeah, she was opening a box of gifts. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Hello, Bueno.
Wait a minute.
I honestly don't think...
She couldn't remember. Wait. So Jaynie was so affected by this. She never spoke to Amanda Love about it. And she couldn't even remember what the child was actually doing because she had it wrong at the time. Okay. All right. Let's dip on in.
Anyone should be discussing demands.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, somebody's getting on her in the chat.
That's your opinion, but I am telling a story here that I was involved in.
No, you weren't involved in it.
You know, that I'm saying kind things about Amanda's daughter, then I'm sorry. You don't have to listen. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of being told what I'm allowed to talk about. So, and I'm sorry if that sounds rude, but it's exactly how I feel.
Okay.
And
all right.
I'm telling something that I had personal issues with.
Okay, stop. She's never spoken to Amanda Love about it. She couldn't remember what the child was even doing, but she was affected by it. Okay.
So, at any rate.
Okay, Jaynie.
This was completely innocent. It was made out to be something that it was not. I lost my shit on the people who were doing this.
Sam,
and
you lost your shit on Shoot the Shit and Sam. Is that what you're saying? Because see, you took down your other channel, right? When you lost your mind one time, you took down your whole other channel. And so no one's going to be able to find it. Now, we have some Dead Sea Scrolls that it might be in, and we just might have to look for it. Because it was not anyone from the ship. It was Sam Telfer, The Boardroom, and Shoot the Shit.
And I was completely disgusted and sickened by the people who were doing this. Hey, Bueno. And here's why. Even though these people try and drag me into it and make
nobody's dragging
like,
you into nothing. Nobody dragged you into this. Nobody cares.
You know, they keep wanting to put my name in it.
Nobody's putting your name in nothing.
This happened.
You are a fucking daughter. You are a piece of work, Jaynie.
I was hospitalized.
Yes, you were.
Days. People will try and tell you that I was put in the psych.
She was hospitalized because Sam Telfer came in there, has her brother's name, and her brothers are dead. And then Sam Telfer told her to kill herself. And Jaynie lost her shit. Oh, yes, on Sam Telfer. Sam Telfer. Backed by Shoot the Shit, by the way. Can I just say it? See, Jaynie, you can change history if you want to, but there's a lot of us that remember. But go ahead. Let's hear what you remember from it.
Unit for 5 days. I was not. I was actually put in a critical care unit for 5 days because topics like this affect me so much that that I become physically ill. Oh. I had an adrenal overload.
Oh my goodness.
My adrenaline would not shut off.
Oh, it wouldn't.
I don't know.
Imagine what Amanda Love felt.
But basically how it was explained to me by the doctor while I was in the hospital is that I was in such a state with anxiety and CPTSD and PTSD.
Oh my God.
That
STP.
My brain started
CP, FBI.
Releasing the chemicals for fight or flight. Based on
all right, I'm gonna stop
the issues that I have had.
Jaynie, you are ridiculous. Nobody is dragging you into anything. And you want to know something, sweet cheeks, and I'm going to keep saying this because you've by now seen the video that completely exonerates me from your little narrative of what I said and did back in the day. You won't say you're sorry, and that's fine. I'm not like you. I don't need it from you. I don't give a fuck less about you. But I'm going to make you look like the moron you are. You were so affected by this, though you did not talk to Amanda Love about it, though you did not remember the circumstances of it, and you don't even remember the people who were doing it. Shoot the Shit and Sam Telfer in the boardroom. That you were put in the fucking hospital because your adrenal gland wouldn't stop because you were so affected by this. But when Sam said the shit she did about Pirate, no response from you.